Hi everyone and welcome back. So we are going to understand more about Camunda and how Camunda can help us with the microservice based architecture. The only thing which I feel like when you are using multiple microservices, you don't have the overall state of the system because each and every microservice, either you talk about the event driven design, these are loosely coupled microservices and they know what is happening in them. We don't have the overall picture, overall state of the whole system, and we can use Camunda so that our microservices can talk with peace, and there is like a harmony between different microservices if they are on the same layer of a Camunda workflow engine. Okay, so what we are going to see is what is a simple Camunda architecture, how to get started with the Camunda. You can actually spin up this container, right? And this is the Camunda engine. I mean, this Docker image will expose this Camunda engine on localhost port 8080. You can actually access that. Your Camunda engine is running, and the UI will be exposed. It's like a web app will be exposed on port 8080. Okay, when you access it, this is the modeler, this is the client application which you will use to write a Camunda workflow diagrams. This is the web portal, right? This is the Camunda workflow engine which you are accessing through the cockpit, through the task list, which we will just see right away in the same video. And this is the actual architecture. So what we are saying is there is a BPMN, right? BPMN, let's say Camunda will have its own MySQL or Postgres database. Okay, and through the REST interface it will talk to its worker task, worker services, worker microservices, worker monolith service, or whatever, right? Because this BPMN will expose a REST interface and you will have a worker either written in Node.js, maybe in the Java. They will talk to these Camunda tasks. Okay, so they will be responsible for actually completing an individual task which are there in the Camunda workflow. Okay, do this, do then, do then do that, and then finish the workflow. Okay, and this can be orchestrated or choreographed in many different possible ways. That is the primary thing which we are going to talk. And then we should be able to write these Camunda workflow diagrams. I mean, these BPMN diagrams are kind of similar. Either you talk about flowable Camunda like call activity, timer task, external service, message event. Like these are the message events, these are the service tasks, these are the timer events, this is the gateway, and this is the call activity which will be calling to the payment workflow, delivery workflow. I mean, external workflow is there. It's just a main master workflow which is talking about inventory check, payment, and delivery. Behind this, they will be talking to another workflow diagrams. They are invoking the another workflow diagrams. Okay, these can be many. Like here we have a message events, call activity, and wait activity. All these things. Even like these can call one by one. This message events will call another workflow diagram. It is calling service task, external service task. There is a gateway, and based on that, again further you are calling another two message events. Message event means it is going to invoke another workflow engine, another workflow task, sorry. Okay, so what we are going to do is I have a Docker Compose which is spinning up my MySQL Camunda. I mean, Camunda needs MySQL, and we have a Camunda. So this is my engine. I mean, this is my Docker image, and we are exposing port 8080. So I can just do Docker Compose up, and let's see if everything is fine. Wait for MySQL Camunda 3306. Connection details are fine. Password, username, password, if that is correct. Root password, and MySQL user should be, username is Dave, password is change me. Let me just check. Okay, we can just do Docker Composer and let's see. So what we will do is we'll not jump to microservices and Camunda. First we'll try to understand the Camunda basic building blocks. Okay, we'll just draw a simple diagrams. We'll try to understand the Camunda workflow diagram, how these are written, how we can install this modeler tool, and how we can deploy the Camunda diagrams to the Camunda engine through the modeler. Okay, so I will just do a Docker compose up because we need to fetch the images. It will take time. So let's connect in the next video. Meanwhile, I will have all this setup ready for you. Okay, thanks everyone.